And I am back, okay? I said I wasn't gonna come back on here today. I guess this shit here that made a liar out of me. But guess what? We are back, Lit Lane. Hello, Ryan Bremer. Welcome to Lit Lane. I am Demetri Lit All Day of the Demetri Lit All Day channel, otherwise known as Lit Lane. And trust and believe we got that name for a reason. It stay lit over here, and we definitely got our own lane. Period. Please like this video. Please subscribe. Please share. Please comment, participate. Let me know you was here in the comment section after the video if you catch it on a replay, okay? Just so I can tell you hello, put a heart on it or something. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Chantel? Baby, I need to find Shish Trish. Where is Shish Trish? I got an APB out on her ass, okay? An all points bulletin. Because during my hiatus, right? During my infamous hiatus, one night, it was over a month or so ago, might have been 2 months. I dropped in Trish track. Just felt like going to go see what she was talking about. Thank you, Chantel. And so I drops over there in Trish chat. What's up? Don't ask me, Ish. I ain't seen you, girl. I'm glad you caught the live. Hey, y'all gotta start throwing them racing flags. You know what I'm saying? You know, I gotta get my brand back going over here on this channel. But first things first, let's get this commentary. So I had went over to Trish's a couple of months ago at wait a minute, that my dog barking? Wait a minute, wait. Right. So my dog up in there making all that goddamn noise, humping his bed. Okay. I thought he was in pain, but he in the throes of passion. Oh my God. Anywho, so Rock ain't gonna bother me tonight. I walk up in there to go check on him. I thought I heard him in distress. He up in there getting it in, baby. And when I walked up in there on him, he looked at me like, bitch, what you want? Nothing. Stop interrupting my life. So, go ahead on my business. Go. Don't open that door. So, this is when the trip first, like when they first started, like when I came back from hiatus, they had more stuff going on. I wasn't even back. And so when I was in Trish's, you know, it was interesting to me to hear her talk about this Vegas trip, which I have coined Stank on the Strip 2024. What's up, Ember Nate Child? If I knew he was up in there having private time, I would have left him alone. So I was in a little talkative mood and everything, and I hit Trish. I need to look on my wall because then I'll be able to find a link to that video. But anywho, I hit Trish panel. I hadn't been on nobody panel. I hadn't been live, and I went over there and up over there and really chopped it up with Trish for a while, for like an hour or so, right? More than an hour. And she was filling me in on all it, like what was going on at that point in time, the ins and outs about the Stank on the Strip 2024. And I tell y'all, what's up, Daniel? It don't take rocket science, right? All this shit is the same shit over and over and over. It's consistently the same thing, right? The same place, same people, same everything, which I'm not complaining about that. I like consistency. Okay? Consistency in my life is good. And y'all know I do not know how to go along with the get along to try to act like everything surprises me. No, I'm not going to act retarded. Okay? So as I sat there that night and she was talking about the sponsor, she was talking about who's supposed to be going and things like that. I literally told her, I told Trish, I'm telling you, I had barely heard any content from anywhere, all that type of shit. I told Trish, well, ain't nobody but what's that girl name? Whatever that girl is that used to sing with that group. Nah, we ain't gonna have a mole in this group, baby. And guess what? We don't need a mole, okay? Because everything gonna be public. Girl, this is gonna let me get to this. Okay, let me get to this. I told Trish that night. All she had to do is tell me is that they're supposed to have some millionaire sponsor. Okay. I said, well, based on the history around here, the sponsor ain't nobody but Ty. Ain't nobody behind this but Shawn Bradley. She say, what? That's interesting. I say, yeah, it don't take rocket science. If she got a sponsor, these different people from the beef sector going to Las Vegas, and it's the secret sponsor that's footing the bill and also trying to dictate everything that happened, it ain't nobody but Ty by way of Shawn Bradley. I called that shit. I know a lot of people saying they call shit, but I got proof, and I'm gonna put it on here, baby. I'm gonna find Trish video, and I already know, I'm gonna cut and find the part when we was talking, because I said all of this shit, right? And she was like, oh, Demetri, that's interesting. I never thought about that. I never even considered it. I say, yeah, think about it. On the first show, it was a failed mission. A failed mission that people put money into. Not people, but, Ty and them put the money into it. It was a flop. Okay? It didn't go nowhere. What better way to make use of that footage and your investment than to try to salvage it? And from the first flop, if you got any sense, you learn from your mistake. You learn from your mistake. Oh, Demetri, what was the mistakes? I'm glad y'all asked. I have such a discerning audience. Okay, y'all ask great questions. What's up, Winner? I was waiting on you, girl. This time around, now if you get offended by what I'm saying, hey, my bad. But this time around, he got himself a good group of flunkies. Okay? The first time around, he went for the popularity deal, right? He went for the bigger content creators, right? He went for the established content creators. Jay Wilson, Babe, Tim Blaine. Come on, y'all, help me out. Help me out. Tim Blaine. All of them established. A little bit older. A bunch of them ain't got no substance abuse problems. A bunch of them ain't got, they got a little sense about themselves, a little bit of class, a little savoir-faire, however you say that shit, QB. Now I'm talking about the very first one, and then they tried to keep doing it. QB, Nicole Tyler, right? Now on paper, that sound good. They got the numbers. They got the personalities. How'd it fly? What's up, Dwayne? But guess what else that group of people had? Some motherfucking common sense. Some goddamn individual ways of thinking. Some goddamn stand up for themselves. Okay? Some type of pride and dignity about yourself. See, that wasn't going to be for the making for a good group. Did I say Miss 219? But let's talk about this new group. Oh, this new group. Now, when I call your name, hey, it is what it is. You got Stank Cockness. You gonna know she go anywhere the pipe go and anywhere the dollar go, okay? You got Lolo. Lolo want to get in. Lolo want to have a good time. Lolo want to be a part of. Okay? Supposedly you got Shaquille. I ain't never been to his channel a day in my life. Only heard bits and pieces before I leave of him on panels. I don't know that brother, but guess what I do? What the feeling I get from him? Flunky. Lame. Okay. Trying to get in, try too hard. Who else going on this deal right now? You got Chat Rep. At face value, you already know that's the slow bus. We already know she want to get along, the get along gang and the want to fit in gang. Okay, you got a bunch of people who try too hard, a bunch of people who absolutely go whichever way the wind blow, a bunch of people who some flunkies and followers. Y'all said it. What you gonna do? Nothing. So yes, this time around they got the formula right? Because now you got a bunch of people who absolutely dying for some attention, dying, pleading, begging. They gonna put on a performance, and I am 100,000 motherfucking percent for it. Do not ever think that when I'm giving my commentary, baby, even when I'm talking about these hoes, even when I'm calling out for what a TIS motherfucking T is, don't ever think I'm saying don't do it. I'm saying do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, please. Do it, do it, do it. Uppity not going, believe it or not, Uppity got a little bit of, not even a little bit. Uppity got snap for herself, about herself, right? Now, this time around, I was just listening to Tracy commentary, right? And Tracy got the mind frame, and it's not being double-minded, right? It's not being double-minded, but it's kind of like split down the middle. One part of it, because Shawn Bradley and his clique and that same little old show in it, make it kind of like, okay, this shit ain't gonna be, this gonna be more rinse, wash, repeat. We didn't seen this shit before. It kind of make it like, you know what I'm saying? That's true. I feel that. I feel that little bit of that little tinge of apathy, like, so now we already know what it's gonna be. Now we already know what it is. But on the bigger side of me, the bigger the majority of me, oh, I'm fucking for it. Oh yes, I'm even more for it now. Because if nothing else, Shawn Bradley do know how to create some bullshit. Shawn Bradley is an excellent puppeteer. He's an excellent puppeteer. And with his hand up these hoes' backs, it just got more interesting. Now these hoes think they're going to be TV stars and shit, right? These hoes finna be a star of a up-and-coming sitcom that's been up-and-coming for the last 4 years. Oh, they gonna act a motherfucking fool. Oh, yes. The last time around for the show, that shit didn't go nowhere, but guess what it made? It made commentary for a long time around this bitch. I'm all the way for it. Now, a lot of people ain't gonna like what I'm finna say right now, but thank God I got my own channel, this lit lady. Y'all already know what to do over here. This, I had a little bit more, I don't want to use the wrong words, bitch, okay, because I ain't gonna say I had a little bit more respect. I'd be using the wrong word if I said that. But I gave Ness a little bit more credit. That's a good word. Lisa, I miss you, girl. I gave Ness a little bit more credit for being able to go ahead and get this off the ground, get something going, get something, you know what I'm saying, with this meet and greet. But quite honestly, knowing that Shawn Bradley is behind this, it just simply takes away any credit that I gave for Ness for being an independent thinker and trying to do something just on her own. I mean, it wasn't that original going to Vegas, but hey, I gave her a little credit. I take it motherfucking back. Bloop. I took it back. No credit for you. Because at this moment in time, it just goes to show that you really, really, really need to be handled. You need a handler. Now I know you ain't just step out on faith and your own accord. Now I know, you know what I'm saying? I knew from the minute they said sponsor, I knew who it was. I knew. And I got proof on Trish's panel. I literally said all of this shit. It went right back on my hiatus. I just can't give no credit to nobody when they being puppeteer. You know what I'm saying? I give credit to the puppeteers, not the puppets. Good job, Shawn Bradley. Y'all went back in the kitchen, worked on that motherfucking recipe and got it right. Take out the ones with a backbone. Take out the ones that's established. Take out the ones that's goddamn independent thinkers and grown and mature and not chemically motherfucking dependent. And get you a group of flunkies, junkies, and stunt monkeys. Yeah, I said what I said. Oh, I'm going to be all the way tuned in. Oh yes, I was gonna be tuned in anyway. I wasn't supposed to make my return to the beef sector to YouTube on a live day basis until Stank on the Strip 2024 anyway. I was definitely coming back to give my commentary because I plan on sitting right here and doing what I do best, dragging these hoes. I'm dragging every time, every time, every time. Okay. Whereas other people be goddamn finding something to goddamn big up, bitch, I'm gonna be dragging it. Bloop. Jay, a girl, come to find out that the sponsor behind the trip was Ty and Shawn Bradley group, child. They trying to do another show. And so at this point in time, it's gonna be Shawn Bradley running the strings and pulling the strings on everything. Okay. I love it. I love it. Shout out Kwani. And I love this shit. And I love this shit. Yes, I'm very serious. Jay is say, are you serious? I'm serious as can be. Now, I just feel like it don't make, I just, the funny thing about with Shawn, right? They want to do this show so bad. They want to do, get this thing going, which is a great idea. You know what I'm saying? It's a successful formula. But what's really telling is that Shawn Click and his crew is very funny to me that he got to reach outside of his crew and his supporters and his base for the talent. That's very funny to me and it's very telling to me. But hey, it is what it is. And it's in that same breath of what I just said, right? That's kind of like a slug. Like I'm saying, okay, Shawn Bradley ain't got no talent over there. He ain't got no standout personalities. He ain't got blah, 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 blah. So it's kind of a dig. But at the same time, I'm a Gemini, so I think on both sides of the coin. At the same time, Shawn and his people, they love to get them some jesters. They love to get them some fools. They love to get them some people to goddamn entertain them. They love it. They love it. Club chat loves to feel as though they getting the last laugh. They love feeling like they got one up on people. They couldn't quite pull it off with that last group, that established group. But right here, this mix they got going now, it's excellent. It's fucking excellent. Now, I heard over on Tracy platform, shout out Tracy, that is rumor going around that this heat gonna be there. Child, I know one thing, two things for certain. If this heat gonna be there, Ness gonna be motherfucking miserable. Miserable. Okay? Ness gonna be miserable than a bitch. And that's gonna be funny. I'm not calling for her misery, but I already know the best thing that can happen for Ness is for this heat not to show her ass up there. Now the good thing about it is with Shawn Bradley pulling the strings, you ain't gonna have a bunch of junkies just sitting in their motherfucking room. You're gonna get a little bit more content out of it, okay? They need some good orderly direction. They need a guide. They need a handler. So hey, now I'm questioning the real reason Pastor Wilson backed off the trip. Was he ordered by Shawn Bradley and tied to back down? I can tell you this. My assumption would be the exact opposite. My assumption would be not that he was, I feel like Shawn Bradley and them would love for him to have come. What's up, chill out? They would have loved it. I think it's the opposite way. I think Jay Wilson, because it's a pipeline that some of these people, they all be in the back scene. They all got the same moles and they all got the same people traveling the same circle, so they hear stuff, right? I think Jay Wilson got wind of this shit here with Shawn Bradley having a part to do with it and said, hell no. Been there, done that, tried that now. I'll pass. Unless you want to be a stumbling idiot for the entertainment and the content value of people, playing you like a funky piano, why would you want to be involved in it? You know what I'm saying? I'm personally not going to get into the same conversation that we had about everything about the inside outs of a show. We didn't been there, we didn't done it. We didn't been there, we didn't done that. It is what it is. I am here for the fuckery. I knew it was gonna be fuckery, but now it's gonna be some high value fuckery. Because now we got eyes and ears from all angles. Now, I also heard, because I had left from over at Tracy's because I didn't even know Shawn Bradley was live until I heard Tracy say it, right? Then I went and peeped at him, and baby, I didn't feel like all that. I didn't feel like all that. So I went back to listen to Tracy's, you know what I'm saying? So check out her live. But what's real interesting, the point that quality fuckery. You goddamn right. Quality fuckery. Okay. Chantel say somebody warned Pastor that it was gonna be a Pink Dope production, and he backed out. Pink Dope, girl, plans with these ninjas. Let me tell y'all something. What am I trying? It keeps slipping off my tongue because I keep thinking about something else. Oh, the VS factor. What's up, Sparkle? The VS factor. Now, I find it interesting that VS decided to go. Even though she's supposed to be going and doing her own thing with her own little people and everything. What's up, Brooklyn Beauty? Thank y'all for being members, and thank y'all for being Little Lana's Pure Point Blank. Please consider getting y'all membership back so I can get back. I'm monetized, but I need to get my YouTube checks rolling back again. And baby, I started back from zero. Okay. And for the memberships always help to get that going and flowing. And also, once I hit that what is called the baseline that I gotta hit, then for you guys that kept y'all memberships, which I appreciate, I get paid that money too. So hey, everything is not like it just went to nowhere in the atmosphere. It just gotta be unlocked. Okay. Now, the VS factor don't guarantee that somebody going to jail in Vegas. Child, VS is not no fighter. VS is not no gangster. That was a moment. That was a pride thing. VS ain't running around wanting to fight and shit. VS ain't ready for that life. VS absolutely been scared straight. That bitch do not want to go back to jail, period, point blank. And she sure don't want to go to jail out of motherfucking town. Okay. And the people she going with, I just really don't believe they're able to goddamn bond her out. Not on their names. And that's an assumption, okay? But I feel safe in saying it. Now, I'm wondering because VS been on a whole lot of, for a long time now, VS been a whole lot on that old weird ass, I respect the OGs, Mr. Shawn Bradley and low key dick sucking, right? On Shawn Bradley. Low key. Kinda, sorta, not really. You know what I'm saying? But I got some real keen eyesight and insight, right? So, and she been more willing since she came back to link up and hook up with Shawn Bradley. She been more willing to extend the olive branch, okay? I wonder how far that go. I'm very intrigued. A meetup between Shawn Bradley and VS absolutely won't be no violence. No. It won't be none of that type of shit. But I'm wondering, will they go that far with the fuckery? Will they have an epic sit down and rehash session? Does VS want the sector to go back and her to have the sector back in her graphs like maybe she thought she did, and the way she kind of did at one point in time, to the points, do the OGs and some of the key players and originators, undeniably, some of the key players and originators of the beef sector, is their desire to regain control of the sector and status in the sector, is their desire for that strong enough for a link up? What's up, Max? Lil Lane, what y'all think about that? Ain't that interesting? Isn't it intriguing? You know, one thing about status junkies, power junkies, is that, baby, it's just like dope. It's just like crack. It's just like liquor. If you're an alcoholic, baby, you just want that hit again. You just want to feel that feeling you felt at one point in time. You just want it to be like it used to be. By any means necessary. In the meetings I go to, 12-step meetings, they say by any, not me in the meetings, they say to go to any lengths. You have to be willing to go to any lengths for your recovery. Is Shawn Bradley and VS willing to go to any length to rise back into where they really want to be? This is some good shit. Now, as you can tell, when I talk about Ness and them, the ones who supposed to be their trip, they done went from being the stars of the whole goddamn excursion to the flunkies of the excursion. They done went to the flunkies of the excursion. Who y'all think gonna be the fools between Shawn Bradley and his group and Ness and her group? Who the fools? Who the flunkies? Who the one got to shuck and jive? Who the one got to entertain who? Y'all ain't got to say it out loud, but it's in your mind. Thank you, Max. Between Shawn Bradley and his peoples and Ness and her group, who is the dancing monkeys? Huh? Who? I'm not going to even tell y'all. I'm not going to tell y'all. I told y'all ain't got to say it out loud. I'm not going to say it out loud either. I'm going to let y'all think about it. I'm not going to tell y'all that apparently, obviously, inevitably, it's going to be motherfucking Ness in them. But you ain't hear that from me. You ain't hear that shit from me. Shawn Bradley and his group got everything to make this shit go down and be real good. Because we already know. Shawn and his crew, they'll supply the drugs. I'll supply you as long as you fucking. Ha! What's up, meow meow? Y'all might not remember that song back in Gap around here in Texas. I'll supply you as long as you're fucking. You know what I'm saying? We already know. Shawn Bradley and them will put it on the table, baby. They'll put the weed out there. They'll put the drinks out there. They put some shrimp on the table. Hey, if you smoke a little bit of crack, somebody might go ahead and grab a little crack for you and send it out the back door so you can try to keep your secret while they take pictures of you and shit. This gonna be some good shit. Now, I was already assuming, I was already saying, I already came on live last week and talked about the little hot mess of a stank orgy is going to be with a bunch of freak sluts and goddamn misfits, okay, and deviants. I already said that. Man, you mean to tell me with Shawn Bradley at the helm, Mr. Nasty Talk himself? Baby, who you think gonna hype it up? You better hype your best friend up. You better hype it. Let me tell y'all something. They put out all the toys out there to get played with, baby. We'll feed you. We'll fund you. We ain't gonna fuck you now. But oh yeah, you gonna have to do some fucking around here. You gotta do some something. This gonna be a hardcore mess. I love it. I don't know what Shakim doing. I don't watch him. I don't know. I don't watch him. And when I say that, I'm not even subscribed to his channel. I went on hiatus when he was making his way around here. I don't have nothing against that nigga. All I know is everything about him that I hear, that I come across, even what I hear about how he moved and how he came in, all that shit scream lame as fuck to me. And one thing Demetri never been into is no lame ass straight niggas, like for real, for real. I ain't no girl. I ain't no. I'm just not like that with the boys. You know what I'm saying? I like men that's representing themselves to be straight, to represent themselves as straight. I like strong back men. I don't like lames. What's up, Kitty Cadillac? And everything about that nigga, I don't know him. I don't give a fuck. But everything, his reputation precedes him, baby. And his reputation lets me know ain't nothing but lame as fuck. And I am not into lame niggas on the internet, okay? Okay? Now, I'm not saying nobody else ain't can't like him, but I'm not interested. I told y'all, and the only time I'm being interested in a man on motherfucking the internet all goddamn day is if he over there fixing cars, he over there doing some goddamn sports reporting. He got to be over there talking about the goddamn what's it called? NASCAR? What they call it? NASCAR? He need to be over there rapping or something. Other than that, Khadijah don't need you. I don't, What's up, Big King Raccoon? You know, Buddy Lee, my homeboy. You know, Brother Lee. You know what I'm saying? I like Buddy Lee. That's Texas Trio right there. You know what I'm saying? Buddy Lee, you know, he friendly and stuff like that. But Buddy Lee, he don't give me no lame and no half-ass quill. He don't give that to me at all. Shout out to Buddy Lee. You know what I'm saying? But Buddy Lee is absolutely a supporter of my channel. I'm a supporter of his. But you free to have your opinion. Just let's not get out of control. Oh, Lord, Mix. Where Mix? Wait a minute. You talking to me? Is Mixology up here? Lord of mercy, Mixie. He want me to send you his song. I'm going to email it to you to see what you... Girl, you put that in the wrong thing. Ow! It's a good thing you wasn't saying nothing crazy as the fuck. Okay? Period. But yeah, y'all, I said I was gonna come back. No, ain't no problem, girl. That's you. I'm reading it all loud and shit. Oh yeah, you can keep it chill, but you know I'm just letting you know why I stand on it. You know what I'm saying? And that way you know what you know. You know. You know what I'm saying? Like where was I at? I was at like when I go to the hood table, right? Oh, long hair VS, I'm not a fan, right? I'm not necessarily out, but she can get dragged around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? If I so see fit. But the hood table, I go over there to support hood table. I know hood table is a big avid supporter of hood. So do I go to the hood table and just drag long head ass VS? No. You know what I'm saying? I just know where I'm at, my areas. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no heterosexual man talking about the gay slang and ooh. Girl, Brooklyn Beauty. It ain't gotta be nothing against the community, child boo. But I do have something against. I do look at dudes questionable when all they hang around is the gay community. You goddamn right. I have a right to be a discerning woman. I have a right to come to my own conclusions. I have a right to be suspicious. I have a right, and I have an obligation to do all those things. I got an obligation to myself. Okay. So there you have it, folks. Shawn Bradley and his crew is behind Stank on the Strip 2024. It just up to ante. And quite honestly, the way they came out right now on a Monday night and dropped it out there was excellent. So now all week, the content gonna be about Shawn Bradley. See, Ness, you know what I'm saying? This is what's so fucking funny. This is the ironic part about it, right? This is the irony, right? The same little stunt they pulling, this whole escapade was to be the center of attention, to make the content, to be the star of the show. How you sign up to not be the star of the show? At this point in time, Shawn Bradley and his people and his antics is the star of the show. Everybody waiting to see what Shawn Bradley and them pull. Everybody waiting to see how Shawn Bradley gonna orchestrate this. I am. Let me not say everybody. Let me not say everybody. I hate this shit. Not everybody. But if you anything like, if you think anyway, how I think and how I look at things when I look at the big picture, that show how I'm looking at it. I'm more interested in how Shawn Bradley gonna manipulate this right to how he wanted. And at this point in time, Ness and them ain't became nothing but dancing monkeys, not flying ones, but dancing. Very interesting. Now, I told y'all I wasn't going to come back on here today. I found myself lying. I'm off of here. It's 10 o'clock at night. My man called right when I was getting on here. I got to call my man back. So y'all be blessed. Don't be stressed. And guess what? You better pass the test. Don't take no wooden nickels, okay? Don't accidentally become no flunky. Don't accidentally make yourself a co-star. Be a star of your own story. Good night, y'all.